Hello, I'm Keith McDaniel, proud Kingston native and current audio-visual production teacher here at Roane County High School. In honor of Kingston's 225th birthday, we at the high school are partnering with the City of Kingston to create the Kingston Oral History Project. This project is designed to capture the history, stories, and memories of those who call Kingston their home. These oral histories are on-camera interviews in which folks tell the stories of their lives growing up and living in Kingston. But this project is not just for the upcoming birthday celebration. This is something that we can continue as we add more and more oral histories to this collection in the months and years to come. It will become a permanent archive of Kingston history and memories that can be used to entertain, educate, and inform future generations long after we're all gone. Now, I want to share some short clips from some of the interviews we have done so far. To view these oral histories in their entirety, simply visit the City of Kingston's YouTube channel. Thank you.
Did you have any favorite teachers, coaches that had an impact on you?
Absolutely. I had two in particular that really made a difference, and I'm actually still in contact with them today. But the impact that a good teacher can have is just absolutely priceless, and took so many lessons away from both of them. So I have a lot of fond memories of teachers.
Were you involved in sports, band, or any other activities?
I played sports. I wasn't very good at them, but I enjoyed playing them. And I was in the band in elementary school. I played the trumpet in the 6th grade, but I wasn't very good at that either. So that ended my band career.
I'm Jim Henry, and I've been here since 1958. Moved to Kingston in 1958. I guess the first view of Kingston that I saw was coming across the South River Bridge and seeing the high school. So we had big July the 4th events during those times, and we thoroughly enjoyed living here. We lived close to being on the lake, not on the lake, but we lived close.
Yes. Did you go to high school here?
Went to high school here, graduated in 1963. Seems like a day or two ago, but enjoyed it. We had about 1,000 students here, which is kind of surprising. I don't think people are having as many kids as they did during my day, but we had about 1,000 kids here, and we had great football teams and basketball teams. In fact, it was back before you had different classes of champions. And so one year we almost won the state championship in basketball.
Well, it was basically like the small town I came from. Mm-hmm. We had just about everything that we really needed. I mean, we had a couple of shoe stores and mm-hmm. dry goods stores, and the white store was right downtown. And mm-hmm. so it was a nice little town. I think the Handy Burger was there. It wasn't called the Handy Burger then, but it was there. And we
probably
lived
Scotty's at that point.
There it was. Mm-hmm. And we lived across the street from Scotty's, our first place that we rented when we got here. Uh-huh. And it was a nice little town.
Yeah.
You're not going to accomplish anything without learning how to work with people. Uh-huh. And that really became such a core principle in any of my management or service from that point mm-hmm. forward. It's what marks how I approach every day, is understanding that if it's just me trying to get something done, it's probably not going to be very successful. Mm-hmm. But if I can get the buy-in and the belief that what we're trying to do together is the right thing to do and mm-hmm. will help people in the long run, then we've got a chance to really accomplish something.
Right.
They were down to where the schools were on their last thread of hope as far as financing.
Right.
And the county commission was sitting over here and could have said, well, if you do this, we'll fund this.
Right.
We'll do this. But because some very powerful individuals got involved in it at that time, mm-hmm. said, no, we're going to give them what they want.
Yeah.
We're going to give them what they want. And they did.
Mm-hmm.
They rescued, they actually mm-hmm. had a chance to, where nobody would have been blamed for it.
Right.
neither side. But some people didn't want to lose their little schools.
Yeah, they
so,
didn't lose their school.
So the funding was made available, and then here we are today. All we did was sustain what that we had.
Right.
And we hadn't really made it any better.
I always wanted to come home because I was my grandmama's baby, and I call her mama. I always wanted to come back home, but my coach, Coach Dean Weiss, who is in the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame and soon to be in Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, called me one day after I was married. I had been married for 5 years, and asked me did I want to play professional basketball. And so I said, well, I'll have to talk to my husband about that. And so I did. And the only thing that my husband said was, when do we leave?
I really didn't know for sure what might happen as far as my position, but I got to a point where God, this is
You
in your
didn't
hands.
care.
Right.
At that point, you was like, whatever happens, happens.
Exactly. It was like
I got to sleep at night.
Yes, and I got to that point with it, and you know what? That's really liberating.
Oh yeah.
It gives you a different perspective on things when you know that we believe what we say we believe, that God is sovereign.
Sure.
And so we went with that, and I remember the night I read it. I had it on just on a I had written on and at 3:00 that afternoon. I had Donna Collins come into my office, and she was my assistant then.
Yeah. I
said, Donna, I'm thinking about reading this tonight. You know, we're not going to do prayer, but I want them to know why, where I'm coming from on it. I'm going to follow the law. And I said, read this.